It's all good. Welcome everybody to the, I guess the first Sega Saturn Shiro Dreamcast stream. You might be thinking, why Sega Saturn, why Dreamcast? Well, I guess the Dreamcast is really our future. I mean, we've been with the system for years, we loved it, and it's a natural evolution into the Saturn life phase, you know, from going to Saturn to Dreamcast. I've been a big Saturn fan for years and Dreamcast fan, but actually my first love was actually the Dreamcast. What about you, Ben?
Yeah, basically I had picked up a Dreamcast day one, and so when it came out 20 years ago, I was there at the store picking this thing up, and I was even an early adopter of the keyboard and the online broadband, not broadband, but the online network. And it was pretty interesting. It was something definitely different, and I'm a big fan of a lot of the Dreamcast titles that came out.
Nice. So you were a day one adopter, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Man, I kind of was. I was a little bit later, like in Christmas, but that's just because I was like 9 and I had to wait to get it for Christmas.
Right.
It was all worth it, to be honest. I actually mentioned in the Titancast stream, the Titancast podcast, that I actually shared out the picture of me with my Dreamcast in Christmas. I don't know if you were able to get to see that at all.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
What do you think about those Ash Ketchum shoes?
Those are pretty retro, huh?
I love me some Pokemon and Sega. Weird combination, but I can dig it.
Yeah, definitely.
So I have to say, this is one of my favorite soundtracks in the game. Is this Chaos Zero? And actually, one of the things I learned is that diddle sound. I don't know what it sounds like. That sound right there, that actually is part of the. That's actually part of the soundtrack. I thought it was just a sound the Chaos made when you were fighting him, but it actually is part of the soundtrack. What I've learned from getting the vinyl version of this, the final version of the soundtrack, that you play it back, it's like, oh, that's actually part of the soundtrack and not something that Chaos made, you know, the sound he made. Like, and I just like the intro battle. It's really intense and really puts you in the mood to learn the mechanics very well.
Come on, you big drip.
Also, the voice acting is grade A voice acting. Yeah, 20 years, man. I can't believe it.
This game was a classic when it came out. It was just revolutionary. The way that Sonic. Yeah, let's talk about Sonic here. The way that Sonic was introduced in this game was something completely different than we had ever had in the past. And now we had him in a three-dimensional world that was just really epic, especially when you saw him in those commercials, if you remember, where he would basically be running away from the whale that was jumping in the water. That was really cool at the time.
Yeah, that really blew my mind when I saw that. It was amazing. I was like, whoa, I've never seen anything like this. Actually, I think that's actually a quote from this game. I just realized something that Knuckles says, I think, when Chaos destroys the Master Emerald.
Huh?
I think that's rather appropriate.
Yeah, but it was just amazing. Also, this was a pretty funny opening scene.
Watch out.
Oh, absolutely.
Also,
and Tails coming in for the crash landing.
I also love the lip sync and the face movement when they're talking.
Now, what am I gonna do with you?
It's like their entire face moves. Now imagine if you're like talking, your entire face is articulating. It'd just be bizarre, you know?
I think I have a couple friends like that.
It's definitely not me. Or it might
Now this
be.
game was also unique that with the VMUs that plugged into the controller, you basically had these little mini games that you could go into with these little pets that you would pick up around the world.
Yeah, the little chows. They were actually one of my favorite things, and I played it a little bit. And by a little bit, I mean 5 minutes until the Dreamcast battery died on me, the Dreamcast VMU battery. But it was a good 5 minutes regardless, and I actually played a lot. Whoa, that was weird. I actually played a lot more with the GameCube version of it that you connect your Game Boy Advance to.
Yeah.
I don't know. Have you ever played the DX and Battle enhancements from on
Now,
the GameCube.
I actually have it. You're talking about the GameCube version of this, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, see, the GameCube was one of those that I had basically skipped because during that time I was still playing my retro consoles. And I came back to the GameCube for certain games, but not too many of them. It was one of those things where I missed a Zelda here or a Mario there. But when it came to the Sonic games on the GameCube, I had already played them on the Dreamcast, and so it wasn't something that I really intended to experience on the GameCube, since every time I think about Sonic Adventure, Sonic Adventure 2, all of these games, that I want to go back to the Dreamcast and play them.
Yeah, you know, I can kind of agree with you, but I really love the enhancements to battle that they had in
So what
Sonic
kind of
Adventure 2.
enhancements did they have?
I think they just fleshed out the battle mode a lot better. Some of the graphics I think were improved a little bit, just not like a ton, but just a little bit. And I think it all fit on. Oh yeah, it was on the Windows to begin with. Never mind. But yeah, it was just really good. A really good port of it. Really good enhancements. Not to mention you can connect your Game Boy Advanced either with Sonic Advanced or just your Game Boy in general, and do the Chow mini game to get the either the Chow points, just raise them up and level them up, and I guess make them happier. Actually, it's a fun fact that there's actually enhancement in the GameCube version of that where they actually added the black market, which is basically a market in the Chow Kindergarten you get, where you can get like special eggs and items and fruits to feed to your Chow. And that was only available. Well, that was weird. That was only available on the GameCube version. They had it originally on the Dreamcast version, but it was cut, I guess, late into development. Or maybe it was going to be implemented on the online feature, but I guess they just never got around to doing it. That and the Chow Kindergarten drop-off you can do, where they have these singing Chows. Now the files are on the Dreamcast, but it's not on the. It's not on the. Yes, it's on the Dreamcast, but it's on the GameCube version of the Sonic Adventure 2. So there's little bits and pieces here that are different.
Interesting. That's interesting to know.
Yeah, so when you meant by retro, how retro are we talking at that point? That's like, what, 01, 02?
I was playing Super Nintendo and Sega Genesis at the time. Actually, even more so the Sega Genesis, because the format of the games and the way the games played was just a bit different than, you know, the Super Nintendo method. And so you had a lot of faster paced games. They seemed to be more targeted towards certain type of gamers, you know, with all the shoot 'em ups and, you know, the real fast paced fighters, things like that. And so I was playing a lot of Sega Genesis at the time.
Ah, interesting. Yeah, I actually never got a Genesis until years later. My first console, my console thing was sort of really weird, where my first console was the Sega Pico, the second one was the Game Gear, then the N64, and then the Dreamcast. So it was a pretty bizarre order. Yeah, it's pretty bizarre, but you can see why I probably didn't get the Saturn, because my parents didn't even hear about it back in the day.
Right. Yeah. No, that makes perfect sense.
Yeah. Also, knowledge. We're actually going to be covering Sonic Adventure, Toy Commander, and Zombie Revenge, and then Ben's hopping on and doing was it Hydro Thunder and Gunbird 2, right?
Yep. Hydro Thunder and Gunbird 2.
Those are some good games. But yeah, so we're gonna cover like a little wide range of Dreamcast stuff. We're gonna do some of the most little well-known, a little bit more obscure, and then we're gonna do some shmups and some just classic games. So
I had a really hard time narrowing down what I wanted to play for the games that I wanted to do. Everything is good on the Dreamcast. Well, there's a few that can be argued, but there's so many good games.
Oh, sorry, what did I say? Did I say something?
Oh my God! Did you say something that was that I could have sworn you said Spirit of Speed? Oh,
never heard of. No, what am I talking about? I didn't say anything like that.
I have no idea.
Oh,
but no, the
I forgot I installed the Christmas DLC in this.
Oh, nice.
I completely forgot I had that in there. Wow.
That's awesome.
How nice. But yeah, I get to show this off now, so this is kind of cool. So the cool thing about the Dreamcast is that back in the day, you could go online and get sort of rudimentary DLC. So you can actually get different themes and like things for Halloween. And here's one of them right here you can download when it was online, which was a Christmas theme where it plays this weird low humming sound. And if you go up to the Christmas tree, it says Merry Xmas, please keep in touch with Sonic. So definitely Sega was ahead of their time with this sort of stuff with the DLC. And just the downloadable content for it. And while you can't download it anymore, you can download saves off the VMUs online and are able to play it.
Interesting. That's funny because I had the online, and I don't think I remember the Christmas tree patch.
Yeah, there also was a Halloween one as well. And
I
there's a
do
few
remember the
other
Halloween
ones.
one. Yep.
Yeah, but yeah.
The train headed for the Mystic Ruins will be departing
Yep,
soon.
here it is. Best wishes, Merry Xmas. The song only plays when you rock up to the Christmas tree. It will play that low theme of it. So I guess we're playing Christmas early, guys. Christmas in September. What am I? 3-4 months late, right? But yeah, that's what I found really cool.
Yeah, better late than never, I guess, huh?
Well, I mean, better early than never. It's what, 4 months away?
That's a good point. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm going the right way. Did the thing. Have to go here with Eggman. So yeah, here we go. We gotta fight Eggman. Yeah, interesting thing. They actually didn't sync up with the canon for Eggman until like this game. So usually it was because he was named as Ivor Robotnik from the Western localization, but in Japan they actually had his name as Eggman. I think this is the first game where they actually synced up the actual names of it. So he actually is called Eggman in this game quite a bit, and even in the next game, Sonic Adventure.
Yeah, that had become an issue that was a little confusing to some people, but myself included. I didn't know is his name Eggman Robotnik, something like that. And here in Eggman and here in Dr. Robotnik somewhere else. But it is good to hear that they kind of sync those up together from this game forward.
I like Dr. Robotnik. I'm with that, Mr. Grumpy in there. Yeah, but hopefully it's looking good. I had to finagle the shot a little bit because it wasn't looking like it was looking kind of thin, but hopefully I fixed it. And we got the little chat and little overlays over there. Yeah,
looking all right. Looks good so far.
Egg Hornet.
Egg Hornet.
This is like my favorite line from Dr. Robotnik right here. Hold on. Full systems, full power. I must have played this mission so much because I didn't have a memory card back in the day. So I had to replay this so many times when I got the game. But I finally got a memory card like months later, so. So it's fine. And I can't believe I missed him. I am not that good. I'm pretty bad at the game, but yeah, this is a really fun boss battle. At least technically it's the first Eggman battle. It's the second boss battle in total. Yeah. What would you say your favorite boss battle from this game is? Or actually, what is your experience with Sonic Adventure in general?
Okay, so Sonic Adventure, I have played through both games. Obviously the experience is different with both of them. I like the early stages in the Sonic Adventure 2, whereas on this one, the middle stages and the early ones as well, I like the most. So trying to remember the late bosses is a little tricky. I kind of have to go look at some online footage to be like, oh yeah, that's what I did, that sort of thing. But I definitely specifically remember the early stages in Sonic Adventure 2 and then the middle stages in this game.
I gotcha. What would you say your favorite one is between the two?
Oh, between the two? Now, a lot of people would say Sonic Adventure 2, but I actually prefer the first one.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm kind of with you on that one. I prefer the first one. A lot of people are like, oh, I like the second one a lot better.
Oh, and that's good. I mean, the second one was great. You had all the different characters. The way that it played was a lot different. But this one just had some certain charm to it. It just had a lot of nostalgia that keyed in on it.
That's fair enough. Yeah, I kind of with you on that. I'm more nostalgic for this one, but I like both versions quite a lot, in my opinion. Were you able to share this out on Facebook?
Oh no, isn't that the
Yeah,
same
absolutely.
monster I
Got it
saw
shared
the
out
other
on
day?
Facebook on the Dreamcast Junkyard, the Saturn Junkyard, the Dreamcast Collectors of America, and as well on the Reddit page for the Sega Saturn.
Sweet. Getting a lot of people hopping in.
It's just as
Yeah, absolutely.
tablets predicted. His strength increases every
Yeah.
time.
I'm fine to Shropster. Yeah, I definitely think they just wanted to sync it up, like after years of being different, and especially with the voice acting, it'd get really tricky because before it's all in the manuals and things of that nature. There wasn't a lot of voice acting in at least Sonic games.
Right.
Like even on the Saturn ones, like for Sonic Jam and Sonic Racing, Racing, they wasn't voice acting for that. But yeah, no, I like this one a lot. I kind of like the open world of all these lands, so you can go like anywhere. It definitely was a good callback to Sonic or Mario. I guess call and response.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty good. I think.
Now, I know having the voice acting in this one was fantastic, especially on Dreamcast titles in general, because before this, I remember what we basically had were games like Star Fox, where your voices were that kind of just beeping, and you kind of mentally translate that into the language of the different characters that are speaking to you. And then on the PlayStation, they had Final Fantasy VIII, where they didn't do any actual voices, and then so you have the Dreamcast coming around, and then Sonic speaking, and it's pretty fantastic.
Will be departing soon.
Yeah, I definitely remember, like, especially with especially with all the non-voice acting, but the pretty graphics. It was kind of a nice.
Tails workshop should
Oh,
be
I have to go to
around
his workshop. That's why I
somewhere.
couldn't get in here. I just have to wait. I just went into his workshop. This one I went to his workshop.
There was an interesting glitch that I ran into in this game that was in the main area. When you get to it, I'll kind of point it out, because what would happen would be I'd fall through the ground.
Oh, nice. Yeah, there's actually a big glitch over here. If you play as Big, you can, if you fall off the edge and die where you're holding your rod and you cast it, it will crash the GameCube or the Dreamcast. I think it soft crashes the GameCube, but it hard crashes the Dreamcast. You have to reset the entire thing.
Interesting.
Okay. This camera works beautiful. That's weird. I could have remembered it was over there. Man, it's definitely been a while since I played this game.
I feel you on that one, because I'm watching this and I'm like, oh yeah, but I don't remember. I'm trying to sit here and give you some hints, but I'm like, I just simply don't remember at this point. It's probably been about, I would say, 10 years since I've played this through.
Yeah, because I remember going through there, and I know you have to go to Windy City, but I always thought it was on the left side or the right side.
Right?
No, left. No, but yeah, this level is interesting because it actually got reworked quite a bit, and actually I think the guys on the PC, there's actually a PC mod to rebuild the beta version of this one. Very interesting. Okay, there we go. Going the tornado now. Yeah, I kind of think Geopets pretty much matches it up pretty well.
Out of the tornado.
What do you think, Chow Geopets, Ben?
Geopets, yeah. So that was an old school thing that I think was basically along the same line of the VMU game for the trainer, because I remember it being this black and white little screen, and you just raise these little caricature animals, and I was wondering if the Geopets was what I was remembering, and I think that's what it was.
Yeah, Neopets is the Neopets is that thing online. No, you're thinking Tamagotchi, I think.
Tamagotchi? Okay.
Yeah, Tamagotchi are little pet things.
Yeah. The little things that look like they're PlayStation Portables. Or not PlayStation Portables, the PlayStation...
I was like, dang.
Right?
I was like,
What
man.
is that? You know the VMU that the PlayStation made only in Japan?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Oh, what is that stupid thing called? Oh, man, I'm going to have to look that up now.
We'll just say
But,
VMU.
Yeah, VMU. There we go. They were knocking off the Dreamcast.
They had and that was the PS1, right?
That was PS1, yeah.
PSONE. Got the magnet one. This is this one's my favorite because you can just have rings follow you for days while you're outrunning them. Especially on Sonic Adventure, you can just like have the rings and try to outrun them. I actually don't know if they stop at any point. I think they statically follow you.
Right.
Sort of like how on Mario, where the green mushroom follows you if you get a one up.
Yep.
It is kind of funny though, because there's this challenge on Mario, a mod called Green Devils, where you start the level out with the mushroom chasing you, and you have to complete the level before it catches up. It's pretty fun. It's basically, the thing is that if it catches up, it's a poison mushroom, so it just instantly kills you.
Yes.
All right. Time 2:59. You just came right under 3 minutes on that one.
Yeah, not bad.
Level C. That's about sums me up quite good. C level. Yeah, probably in a little bit I'll probably switch over to Toy Commander. I just want to run through this a little bit.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
How long did you were you planning on going, or can you go until?
I can go until what sounds good, basically. I'll hit a point where if the game starts to feel like it's getting a little run on, I'll switch over to the next one.
Gotcha. I think now we go to Station Square,
I think so. The Station Square was where I ran into the glitch. Now, the glitch that I ran into, keep in mind, and interestingly enough, I was playing the limited edition Sonic the Hedgehog game. I actually have a disc of that one. I don't have the case or the manual, but I do have the disc. And I'm curious if the glitch is associated with that particular run of that game.
So where's
Because
the
I
glitch
actually... It is... Okay, so it's when you fall down into... it's like the sewer where you launch yourself up into the sky.
Okay.
When I go into the sewer, into the down area, where you're basically supposed to get a speed boost to launch straight up into the air.
I went to the wrong area with that for the coin collecting. Let me go get that. Because
Gotcha.
that's where you come out. Oh, the sewer, right? Actually, I think we can go down here.
I think that's it right there, where that hole, yeah. Right.
The delay's not that bad, actually. I thought it was going to be a lot worse, but you're like right there. So yeah.
Right. Yeah, this is it. Okay, so where those rings are, basically when you run straight, I was falling straight through the
Now
ground.
you've got light speed shoes.
What do you mean when you
Press and hold the
ran
action
straight?
button to store up
Yeah, like
power.
right in front of you where
Once
that
you have
button
enough
is, and then
power,
the rings that
release
go
the
straight up
button
into
and
the
you can
air.
do the
Uh-huh.
Lightspeed
I was
dash.
never
The
able to go
Lightspeed dash
forward
lets
because
you
I would
race
basically
toward
fall
rings
through
at
the
light
ground
speed. As long as there's
and
a trail
die.
of rings, you can go just about
That's
anywhere.
pretty funny.
And I knew exactly what I needed to do, so it was one of those situations where like, oh crap. But then I had played this again years later, about 10 years ago, and I had a different version copy of the game, and it didn't do this glitch. So I wonder if it is part of the limited edition run that has that problem.
Maybe. Also, I think his name is, was it PH7 Serial? Yep, this is actual Dreamcast. Actually, why don't we go into our setups while we're here? So,
Sure, sounds good.
So right now I'm running I'm running a actual Dreamcast using RGB input into my I have two. Oh, can't steal. It's not nice to steal, kids. I actually have two things coming out at the same time. So I have a SCART switcher, which is used to get the RGB signal, and it's feeding into a CRT I have, and then into a device called the FrameMeister, which upscales the 240p 480i to 1080p, and it goes into my Elgato capture device, so I can play the game on my TV right here on the CRT, so it's lagless and seamless, and I can stream with the FrameMeister, which is a high quality upscaler. Now, none of these devices are pretty cheap either, but that's sort of what I'm running with. What about you, Ben?
Okay, so mine would have been the Dreamcast HDMI mod, although the Dreamcast HDMI mod that I did on my system was having some glitches that I needed to take care of. So I'm running my backup Dreamcast, which is just a standard Dreamcast. And the way I've got it connected is I have the, the connection through, what is that high definition port? That's the, not the computer port, basically. I have that going through a module that connects it to a 4x3 monitor.
Oh, you mean
so
VGA?
VGA, thank you. I can see the Dreamcast playing in VGA on this 4x3 monitor that I have sitting next to my computer desk. Attached to that, I have a converter that converts the signal to composite. Sorry, it's composite. Like I said, it was supposed to be HDMI, but I had an issue with that. So we're using a composite signal converted to an HDMI to run into the Elgato HD60, and from there it goes into the computer, and that's where we're streaming it on my end.
This reduces the time
I gotcha. So wait, you can run the composite and the VGA at the same time?
Yes, through the way that I've got it connected, and it's like 3 different adapters, and it seems to work just fine. So
does it downscale it to composite or something?
It does, unfortunately. So that's the only downside. So what you're seeing is basically going to be what the composite looks like coming out of the Dreamcast.
Sadness.
Sadness indeed.
It's actually not really complex once you hook everything up. To be honest, you don't even need half the stuff I have to do the setup. Like, you could literally just plug the HDMI into the FrameMeister, and that's all you really need, and you're probably good to go. I just have it for just convenience.
Right, and then Grumpy Monkey was mentioning the Pound HD cable. You can technically hook the Pound HD cable from the Dreamcast into an Elgato, the game capture, so the Elgato HD60S. You can hook that into that, and then from that into your computer, and that's it. You're up and gaming with Dreamcast on the computer, able to stream. Really that simple if you want it that way.
The only thing with the Pound cable is that it doesn't support the RGB, any of the games that don't support VGA. So your best bet is, if you really want all of it in a simple solution, you'd want to get the Bahar Bros Akura box, which actually allows for the because it has the VGA signal in there. But you can also use the it also upscales the RGB signal to a VGA source. So in case you really want to do that. So if you really want the best, or at least close to the best you can get for an easy solution, I would just get the Akura box. Only issue I have with it is that it has some issues with the cabling, especially connecting from the Dreamcast to the box itself. But besides that, it's really good. There's also they're actually coming out with component cables as well, which would also make it a little bit easier, but you know, that's, HD Retrovision said they have those in the works, but it'll be quite a bit.
Yeah, you also have to keep in mind that we do this on I guess you would call it a semi-professional level, so we're always trying to use the highest quality components and configurations to get the best quality or the fastest or the best bitrate, things like that. So when you hear us talk about these complex setups, this is probably us torturing ourselves, to be honest.
Yeah. Also, hey, we actually are playing some Saturn right now. Playing some Nights into Dreams.
Look at that.
So hey, we brought it back, guys. Welcome to Sega Saturn Shiro.
Yeah, who out there remembers Sonic Spinball?
Ooh, I do. Did you like it?
I actually did. It was definitely unique enough. There were some tricky stages in it, but I liked pinball games, and I still do. So Sonic Spinball was a really interesting take on pinball mechanics.
Yeah, definitely. I love Spinball. A lot of people didn't really like it though, but I think maybe they were like expecting an actual Sonic game.
Exactly. And if you look at it not as a Sonic game, then you can see it as something a little bit more unique.
Yeah, I'm trying to hit it so it goes into the night stage, but it's not triggering it right now.
Ah, that's a shame.
I'm pretty bad at pinball, so just gonna throw that out there. I do like the remix though. I just knocked.
Oh, beat that right down into the bottom.
Yeah, me playing pinball in a nutshell.
I used to have a Back to the Future pinball machine that I had picked up at one point.
Jeez, you have like everything, dude. Got cars, got the retro stuff.
Yeah, that's what you get for working too much and not having a lot of free time back in the day.
But hey, that's pretty cool though. I always wanted to, I actually saw some decently priced pinball, like the retro ones at like at a convention in Arizona. But unfortunately it was a bit too expensive. Or like, no, it wasn't expensive, I just didn't have the space at the time.
Right.
But I actually have the space now, but you know, I lost that opportunity, but you know, maybe. I love pinball, so this is a kind of fun level. You have to get coins. You have to gamble, so.
Right.
I can't remember what the exact amount.
Screwball on the Genesis. I think I have that one over on my shelf. I'll have to go check here in a little bit.
What is that one?
PH7 Serial was mentioning that his favorite pinball game is Screwball on the Genesis.
Oh, nice. I actually never played that one. Okay, just trying to get all the coins.
There you go.
This level is not really actiony, it's more like kind of like doing different things, but I like it. A lot of people don't though, but you know, that's their loss.
Right, exactly.
Oh, we're doing nights again, okay. So yeah, this is probably where we lose all our viewers. Like, why are you guys playing pinball for?
Speaking of which, you have 255 viewers currently, so do good on the pinball.
Gotcha. Oh no, those are views. We have 8 viewers right now.
Oh, 8 viewers, okay.
Yeah, I'm just gonna disappoint them. Ugh, my aiming is garbage at pinball. I think I need to do the bobbing and weaving thing. Or the thing where you hold it there.
Mm-hmm.
Like just capture it and cradle it.
Yeah, and then a lot of times it'll ramp up a little bit, so you'll kind of hit the flipper to let it ramp a little bit so you can slow down your speed. And then when you let go of the flipper, it's mid-fall. If you time it right, you can hit it on the flipper in the exact point that you want.
Nice.
And this is for real pinball machines too. Pinball game on the Dreamcast. I think so. Let me double check that real quick.
I gotta be careful here because you can like lose all your coins. Yeah, that's good. So
Yeah, it's Pro Pinball Trilogy. And I don't think I ever played that one. That's why I couldn't remember it.
Oh man, I almost lost all my rings there for a second.
See, I didn't. While I liked pinball games, the Dreamcast was very specific, in my opinion, as a arcade game emulator, basically an arcade at home. The games that they were doing, like Soul Calibur, you had let's see, Hydro Thunder even, or the Shoot 'em Ups, or Power Stone. All of these games were fantastic arcade conversions. They looked great, they played great, they were a lot of fun to do. And so I wasn't quite playing the pinball games on the Dreamcast because I was having so much fun with these arcade translations.
What pinball games were there on the Dreamcast? Also, I almost lost my coins twice on that.
Wow, yeah. There was Pro Pinball Trilogy on the Dreamcast.
Huh. I actually did not know they had a lot of pinball games. Oh my gosh. This game is just stressing me out. I almost got hit with that again. Gotta be very careful. My roommate's dog is right underneath my feet. Nope. Stay away from the equipment, Rocky. Okay. He just likes exploring this room. Also, I didn't know you could take a shower. That's a first. Sonic Adventure Shower Simulator. No, you can talk, Ben. I was joking around with the dog thing. He can't hear you.
No, you're fine. I was trying to find any information on this Pro Pinball Trilogy, while you were playing that. But since we're out of the pinball, just go ahead and move forward to where you're at right now. Like Scrooge McDuck's Money Pit.
Yeah, and I think we got it now. Yep.
Yes.
Probably could have got a couple more coins and got an extra life, but that's fine.
Yeah, not bad.
Level C again. Look at that.
Just going with my C class. I'm not as good as Peter's at nights though. We can get like all A's on everything forever.
Oh man, Peter was doing fantastic last night on nights. For you guys that missed it here, we have the recordings yesterday that we were playing through, and Peter was playing Nights into Dreams, trying to beat his own record.
Gotcha. Okay, well I think I'm gonna switch up to Zombie Revenge now. I probably saw a little bit of this game. Actually, I'm gonna beat Zombie Revenge because it's a pretty short game, and I believe this one has the infinite continues.
Oh, jeez.
So I can just show you guys all the craziness of that game.
Eggman.
All right.
I wish you could swim the money pit. That'd be awesome.
Right.
I did beat Zombie Revenge. Legitimately, that's a question for another cast.
Oh man, what happened to that emerald we just had?
I guess Eggman's got one of them, but the other one's safe.
Yay.
And that guy must be desperate.
That means his 2 to our 1, and that's not good. Come on, Sonic, we need to get busy.
Man, I keep hitting my ear on this mic stand.
The Streets of Zombie is right. That's basically what it was.
Yeah, Grumpy and I played that game. It's pretty fun.
Nice.
Alright. So this game's interesting. This is actually a side story of House of the Dead. So basically you play 3 people, Stick Brightling, Linda something, and Riku Bujima. I'll let you guys hear the great A voice acting for this. I guess before it starts, so I guess you have to stop this zombie invasion by this one guy, so we're from Zed. So you get to see the beautiful voice acting.
Are we still following this guy?
He's the one making the zombie. To catch him, we have to follow. Let's go.
Let's go. Gotcha. So this is the basic. The cool thing is you have like combos with the beat 'em up. Ooh, that's weird. I guess not with this one. Yeah, so you can block, punch, attack, and just shoot. The only thing with the guns that you can't throw it away, or when you have it. So you can do a running attack. You can charge up your attack so you can hold down the gun. A good strategy to do when these guys come out is that you want to knock the guns out of their hands because they'll do a ton of damage and just knock you down. You just want to make sure you just kill all these guys off first. Yeah, so it's a really fun game. It's basically just a beat 'em up. You have the super attack, you can hold down, do something like that. Hold your shot down to do the mega shoot, so just something like that. And there's secret rooms you can go into too, so any room that's like this, you can go into, either heal up or just find cool neat things in here. So I think there's some some handguns on the top here. Okay, maybe not. But you want to do everything in between the time limit, but this game can be really hard at times. So you gotta like just keep going with it and make sure you don't mess up. Yeah. But yeah, this guy's probably one of my favorites, Riku Fujima, because he has like these like weird powers and stuff.
Alright,
I'm gonna get shot.
back.
Yep, there we go. I just got shot. I'm just telling about Zombie Revenge, where it has all the cool combos, the bizarre voice acting, bizarre gameplay,
How did I get myself into this mess?
and just
Oh, the bizarre nature of it just made it great. It's like a B-rate movie. It's great.
It's more like a D-rate. Let's be honest here.
It's so bad it's good. Yeah, I pulled out some of my Dreamcast games that I really quite like. These are a few that I remember playing, and so I'll just kind of see if any of y'all remember any of these, like Spawn in the Demon's End. And so that was a great game. I think it's basically its definitive version of Spawn in a video game. I know we had some on the Xbox, we had it on PlayStation, but this is the one that I remember playing the most.
Man, this guy's annoying because you can't punch him because he'll just wreck you.
Oh man. Oh yeah, kick him in the face. Do it.
Yeah. The only thing though is that usually what I do is I would get the grenade over there, and then I would just throw it and it'd be an easy win, but I had to use it on him, so I don't have a grenade on right here. But you usually throw it, but I'll just knock these guys down.
Right,
it just helps speeds up the gameplay a little bit. And some of the combos are kind of hard to pull off, at least for me right now. I actually learned years later that if you hold that to do a more powerful shot. Oh, I died. Oh no, I didn't. Do a more powerful shot. Just aim at them till it's red, and then fire, and you do a more powerful shot or whatever.
Right.
That's how I opened the door.
So I grabbed one of the games that I have. This was actually a reproduction, but it's because it never actually released, called Propeller Arena.
Oh yeah, I know which one you're talking about. That's the one that got canceled in 2001, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep, absolutely. And for good reason. It was about the Twin Towers that were falling at the time, and it had it in there, and the game's actually really fun to play. It's a real shame that it didn't come out.
Yeah, I actually never played it before. How is it? Is the gameplay fun?
Oh, it is. It really is. It's basically aerial dogfighting, and flight games are something that I really enjoy. So this was something that was like, because I'm a Twisted Metal fan, I'm a flight sim game fan, and so this had kind of both of it in it, and it's just a really fun game to play. We'll have to try to pair it off sometime and see how we do.
So how was the flight sim mechanics in it?
They were decent. It's more arcade style, and that's actually something that I prefer.
I kind of figured it'd be more arcade style versus more of a sim.
Oh yeah. Let's see what else here.
Did I just do a counter? I just did a counter. I did not know I had that ability. Like I said, this game you learn a new thing about this game every day. Or every time you play it. I've been playing this for years, and I still learn like new combos and new cool things like blocking. I guess if you block at the right time.
You know, this game is not one that I played back in the day. I just got a copy of this probably a year ago that I got at the local used bookstore.
So what was your thoughts on it, I guess, in retrospective?
Let's go.
I like it. It's one of those games that's really fun to go to, so I haven't completed it yet, obviously. But I thought it was pretty neat. I always plan to go back to it at some point, but God, there's so many games on my list.
I don't blame you. There's just so much. The thing is, it's a fun game if you just want to have a party or like friends over or a friend or two over.
Right?
Like I think it's fun. I think it's a ton of fun beat 'em up, but I could be a bit biased just because it's a really fun game. And I was talking about this on the Titan cast. I actually think it's a lot better than a Dynamite Cop on the Dreamcast.
And I know what you're talking about. Dynamite Deca?
Yeah, well, not the Dynamite Deca, Dynamite Deca 2.
Ah, gotcha. Okay.
Ow. Oh, at least I used my first continue, so that's kind of good. But yeah, if that's my first continue, I should be off to a good footing at least.
That's good.
Unless stuff like that happens where I get lasered. Bullets. Bullets. You gotta get the
How about
bullets.
Cannon Spike? Did you ever play Cannon Spike?
Actually, I almost got a copy at the Game On Expo for I think 140, but they sold. There's like, yeah, just come back when the guy gets back, and then they sold it to somebody else.
Oh, that's a shame.
It's fine though. I'm not. It's not the biggest deal, you know. Deals come and go, so.
Oh, absolutely.
But I'll probably
it's a
get
very
it.
unique shooter.
I'll probably
Yeah.
get it eventually. I'm slowly like buying the heavy hitters. Like, I think the last ones I did was Mars Matrix and Trigger Heart Excella. Which you guys that don't know is both of them are shoot 'em ups, and it's kind of weird that all the games that I want that are left are shoot 'em ups. But you know, games and stuff come and go, so there's some games I want over others. So sometimes I'll be like, okay, I'm done with my Dreamcast, and like, oh, never mind, I found this other better game.
It's okay, you give me something to hunt for at the PRGE.
What?
Basically shoot 'em ups for the Dreamcast.
Yeah,
see
there's
what we can find.
really good ones. But yeah, if you're at PRGE, actually, I learned I'm probably not gonna be able to go this year. But if you do go and you find you know, Cannon Spike or some other weird shmups, let me know, and I'll pay
Will
you the
do.
difference.
Yeah, I'll definitely be there. I bought my airline ticket months ago, and so I've got my hotel and everything all ready to go.
Nice. Did you get a room or?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, walking distance from the convention center.
Oh, nice. Yeah, this room kind of sucks because they have all these zombies that surround you.
Looks like an elevator shaft almost.
Yeah, almost. I don't think it's kind of worth it because I lost the health. I came in here for health, but I did not do a lot of healing. What did Eric say? Or what did Mr. Grumpy Monkey say?
Yeah, he said he just got a VMU to turn on with new batteries.
Oh, nice. Those VMUs are awesome, until they last for like 5 seconds.
Oh God, it's like
Are you
a
on here? Oh, I didn't.
our
there's
other favorites. Sega property is the Game Gear and the AA battery muncher that it is.
Emphasis on battery muncher. It eats a lot of batteries.
Unless you put a LCD modification in it, it doesn't do too bad at that point.
Wait, what do you mean an LCD modification?
Sorry, the McWill screen, for example, and it basically draws much less power than the original screen and the lights that used to backlight it.
You put that in the VMU?
Oh, sorry, no, in the Game Gear. I apologize.
I was gonna say, that's kind of cool. Like, I didn't know it was a replacement. I was like, isn't it already LED?
It's wait, hang on, LCD, LED. It doesn't have the built-in lighting. The backlight for the Game Gear is basically a tube that basically is reflecting on a that filter screen that reflects onto the screen itself.
I gotta block them, but they always like to get the...
Do it.
There we go.
These guys look like they could be in Stranger Things.
Yep, they're Demogorgons. Yeah, these guys are annoying, so you have to hold the block button, because they both charge up, so you have to hold it before they do the The squirting attack. It's really annoying. Especially if you can't get any combos down. Because the combos are really finicky, like they work or they don't. There's not a lot of in between. Unfortunately, that is. This is also pretty good, the hatchet, or the axe. If you can land it and not get hit by them.
Squirt attack is right.
Yeah. Some of these enemies can be really annoying. And they take forever to get down. Just more of them come back up. So you just gotta target right, and you gotta not get hit by these laser things. You just like, yeah, this laser thing just keeps targeting you, so you have to avoid it. They definitely don't make it easy. Also, I just blew this guy, or I guess I didn't blow this guy up. I took his health, maybe? I don't know. Oh. I guess maybe I just threatened him with light, maybe?
This looks like a game that would play really well with the arcade stick.
It does. I have the arcade stick, I just didn't grab it. Mostly because
Right.
I don't want to hear people here click the entire time.
Oh, that's a good point.
I actually have D2. I think Ben has D2 as well, right?
Yes, I have D2.
Yeah, D2 is a lot of fun. I need to sit down and play it though, unfortunately. That's pretty much every time you ask me about any game ever. Oh yeah, it's pretty good. I have to sit down and play it though. But, you know, that's the story of my life with gaming, right? But I guess all of our stories.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really don't mean to be a shelf collector. I really do enjoy playing the games that I buy.
That's like,
And
yeah.
it's... there's so many.
Oh, I can get the block in time. Oh, I hate that. Oh, I'm dead. Yeah, the block is so hard to get on this guy. Because you have to be like super precise. And you have to be facing him in some instances. If you're in the middle of a punch and it just doesn't give you any time to block.
Right.
Like something like that. Yeah. Blocking is super hard in this game. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. There we go. Yeah, I definitely would be interested in doing a stream of that in the future. That'd be kind of neat. Yeah, this game's a lot more fun if it's in multiplayer because you can just yell at each other.
Right.
It's a lot more fun. Yeah, it's probably going a bit long with Zombie Revenge, so I think I'll finish up this until I die, or at least finish the game, and then I'll hand it off to you. You can hop in Hydro Thunder.
Hydro Thunder and Gunbird 2.
Yep. So yeah, after I'm done with this, guys, the stream will turn off for like 5 seconds, and then Ben will hop in. You have the stream key and everything ready, right?
Yeah, I'm already got it tied into my system. And I will do a quick sound check. Take about 30 seconds, and we'll be right back in.
Gotcha, yep. But yeah, it's but no, we're not stopping right now. It's gonna be in a little bit.
Nah.
Oh, guys, we ain't going nowhere. Also, I like this landmine. This is my favorite. Good for these guys that are annoying. Dang. This got roasted. And the flamethrower is pretty funny too. Just burn them up.
Burn the Burninators, burninate the villagers, and...
Frog door
Oh,
the
yeah.
Burninator.
Machine gun.
This is probably my favorite scene in the game right here.
place is gonna explode in 3 minutes.
ここで何があったというんだ
This place is gonna explode in 3 minutes.
Drill.
Got that drill action going on.
Bullets.
This is a pretty good G-rated stream, right? No, actually, that's a pretty fascinating thing, because I remember, if you think about it, like with limited run games, they did a re-release for Night Trap, but since it was never released by the ESRB, they had to re-rate it, and it actually got a T.
That's interesting.
So yeah, it went from the original super mature, violent to nothing worse than, you know, any other T-rated game. I mean, even Smash Brothers was rated T at one point.
Now, do you know why this was going to be legitimate and okay for streaming as far as like the gore and content? Is because you're bleeding green instead of red.
Yeah, so that's good. Green for green and G rating.
So,
That means it's not blood. So yeah, you're good.
I like this guy because he actually asks. He asks He asks, "What are you doing?"
What are you doing?
And yeah.
why am I
Yeah,
doing
he's like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "Why am I doing this?" It's like, that's not what I asked.
fools?
Now this guy's annoying. I think this guy in the next boss is pretty annoying. Usually when I have a friend, I have them shoot these alien things while I kill this bug guy.
That makes sense. Kind of a tag team, and
Yeah.
one guy takes care of the little dudes, and you take care of the big dude.
Yeah, unfortunately, he just knocks the crap out of me. And these alien things take like 50 shots. Usually, I think I just run around and just shoot at him and pick him off, versus trying to fist fight him. I just target him like this. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. He got the good shot off on me. He's like, I almost beat him. He just like slapped me. Yeah, I think Mr. Grumpy Monkey and I played this. That's basically how we played it, where I think either I would shoot the things off and he would beat it up, or I would beat it up and he would shoot the little alien things.
Are you guys okay?
Nope, we're dead.
Grab the rope!
Linda.
待てまだ終わっていないぞ
I do like how they're just sitting here shooting zombies. They don't even need to be here. It's like we can go now. You know that, right? Like,
Right.
no, we need to kill the zombies. So this is kind of annoying, especially if you don't have a partner. It definitely is really annoying because you have to aim the reticle, but it gives you plenty of time, so it's not too bad. It's just kind of annoying, I guess. Where's the last guy?
Right.
Oh, I see he's dead. At this part, I actually thought this was him dying. It's like him getting on the ladder. But he actually got up at that point.
The next instruction
Set.
More grade A voice
is
acting.
going to release the virus.
All the way.
What? Where?
South Union Railway. South Terminal, Cassandra. This runaway train is loaded with explosives and the virus, and is headed for Cassandra.
I just like his reaction. It's like, damn. Oh gosh, these guys are annoying. When you get like 5 of these things, they're just throwing hatchets left and right at you.
Right.
And you can't hit anything with the hatchets.
Alright,
It's
I'm
like-
gonna get off for just 1 second. I'm gonna let you continue on. I'm gonna get things kind of prepped up, ready to go.
Gotcha. Sounds good. I'll just entertain. I'll entertain the audience while I'm getting my butt kicked
Sounds
by
good.
these guys. I'm just gonna keep throwing hatchets at him. That'll be funny. All right, hatchet one away. Ow. Okay, he killed me. Oh come on. These guys have like heat-seeking feet and hatchets. Hatchet time. Ow. I keep forgetting about those things. You have to stay away from the middle because they shoot those rail things come right at you, and they will hurt and or kill you. Actually, I don't know if they killed you. I don't think I ever died from hitting the rail thing. These guys like take 50 million hits though on the rail thing. Oh man, more of these guys. Oh gosh. Nope. Take the machine gun away from him. Oh gosh, no, need to get to the machine gun. Alright, let's get to the machine gun. Come on, pick it up, pick up the machine gun. No, I mean that was cool, but I need the machine gun. There we go. Much easier. Ouch. Jeez, that was annoying. Ow. Just slap me. Yeah, I did not see that coming. Thank you. You go down here into this cabin. Now this is the fun part. You gotta stop the rail train while killing these things. Stop this. It's a lot easier with a partner because you just have him kill all the guys. Without a partner, it's definitely a lot harder. Come on, just gotta stop it. Come on, almost there. Alright, hopefully this will be enough to stop it. Alrighty, here we go. Yep, there we go. Alrighty, we stopped the train. I always hate these train missions. It's always a pain to do these, but yeah, hopefully this is the only train mission. This next boss though is really annoying and kind of weird, in all honesty. Hopefully it won't be too bad, but it'll probably be too bad. Ready? Just kill these things. Oh yeah, I forgot this. Also, interesting fact about the guitar. There's no noise for it. It's just guitar. Like usually the announcer will say something, but for some reason the guitar does not have him saying anything. Also, I really wish you can carry this in. For some reason it makes you drop it. Oh, I guess it doesn't. Ow. Oh gosh, no. Yeah, these guys got cornered. No, stop. Stop. This is supposed to be on easy. Oh gosh. I just got wrecked hardcore. No, not hatchet. This thing. There we go. That took long enough to pick that up. I got the grenade too, but I know this boss is kind of really weird and freaky. This guy just cheats with the gun at this point. I kind of don't mess with him too much. I'm not really that fancy. This guy is really annoying though, especially with that thing. He'll just like get you he'll just mess you up like that. And you can't really avoid it too much. He just keeps hitting you with it. Yeah. You can block it to a point, but it'll still get you with it. And it's hard, and it's kind of hard with the response, the controller response. So it doesn't give you enough time to run away if you like shoot or something. You just gotta keep running, and hopefully you hit it. Now this is kind of weird. It's like a guy comes out of his mouth to shoot lasers at you. Now. Oh no, no, I got right into that laser, and I'm dead.
Alright, I'm back. Okay.
I'm getting lasered to death by this this floating head thingy.
I see that. I looked over and you have this, you've not watered your plant, and it's mad.
Actually, that reminds me, I probably should water my plants after this. Come on, die, please. Oh, there we go. Before the liquid got to me.
Zed, show yourself.
Using the dead as weapons? Stupid humans. It's time to put an end to this. By dawn, the god of destruction will be unleashed. All humans will die.
Nonsense.
I like how this guy is just like slightly looking down to make himself look a little bit more intimidating.
He's menacing.
Everyone? You say everyone is going to die?
Yep, that's what he said.
What's with the smoke?
Stick brightly. You especially must suffer.
How rude.
What?
Stick Brightling, you especially. The gate. Now this level's kind of cool. They actually have a lot of cool secrets in it. Like there's a door where you can actually get like it's like an armory of sorts, which you'll need because the boss is kind of hard. Also, I completely forgot they did that. I'm gonna see if I can get to the next level because I think it's really cool. And I hope hopefully you guys in the audience will notice what it is once it comes up. I know Mr. Grumpy knows what's coming up because we played it, but you know.
Mr. Grumpy always knows what's up.
Yeah, so let me just Ooh, I just died hardcore.
I think I would be correct in assuming that a death would be considered hardcore.
What do you mean to death?
You were saying that you just died hardcore.
Yep, that's pretty hardcore death. I think this is the room.
Select weapon.
Yeah, so you can select your weapon, so.
Machine gun, chain gun, laser gun, bullets, landmine, shotgun, flamethrower.
And what will he pick?
Chain gun,
I do chain gun, laser gun.
laser grenade, flamethrower, shotgun.
Like this shifted view, looking around, this is how I would really look at this room.
Oh, I
Be
guess
like,
I got
oh
the
my
machine gun.
god.
Yeah, so once you're in the battle, you can like right here, you can pull the weapons out and just start shooting the heck out of the guy.
What's with this gate?
どうやら万人もいるようだぞ。
So, this is the gatekeeper.
I'll bet there's a guard.
He's basically just a reskin of the first boss. I should forget how you trigger the bag to pop out. Okay, there it is.
Chain gun.
You just do that. We'll probably aim at him would be good.
You're like stormtrooper aiming right now.
Yeah.
Laser gun.
He's not very happy with me.
I wouldn't be either. You know, somebody shooting a machine gun and a laser at me, I'd be a little.
He just needs to get over it. Ow! He just like he just killed me.
Laser gun.
I wish you could run with the laser gun. Nope. Ow.
Laser gun.
There's also a second phase of this guy. Ow. If I don't die first, that is.
Right.
Laser gun.
Thanks for letting me pick. Oh, come on.
You've got this. You've got this.
I can't even block in time when I do that.
Do some Liu Kang maneuvers.
Are you kidding me? There we go. Okay, there we go. Now it shouldn't be too bad now. Just gotta shoot this thing and not get hit by him. I can't even run away. This guy just knocks the heck out of me. Yeah, you can just cheese it right here. I think it should be enough to die. Come on, die. Oh, come on! The rocket's right before he died.
Oh, look at that. Oh my goodness.
Finally, he's dead now.
God, that was so close with the rockets, though. Like
Yeah,
one
almost.
sliver of hell.
Now let me know if the next level is familiar. And the title will probably give it away though.
I have no idea what that means. That the House of the Dead?
Yeah, I have no idea. So that's supposed to be a reference to. But yeah, I guess if you guys don't know, it's basically just the Curian Mansion remade in this game. So of course things are gonna pop out of the water like they do in the other game. Ow. Yeah, so I'm definitely not gonna make it past here, but you know, it's good just to show you guys the levels and stuff.
Oh, definitely.
Probably good because it's running long anyways. I can never get that move down. I'm pretty sure that like charges out. But, you know, there we go. Actually, one time I died from these frog things. It was pretty funny too. Let's kill these frog thingies. It's kind of funny though. I actually got a game over years ago. It was really funny. The frogs just killed me. That's weird. I didn't see him before.
I like how those two guys were carrying shotguns. You know,
Yeah.
zombies with shotguns.
Zombie with a shotgun. Yeah, these are smart zombies. There we go. I picked up the shotgun. I should use the shotgun again. Definitely not a callback to the first game. Oh gosh, more of these things. They definitely made you work with this game. This game is really hard. Even on easy.
Oh, that guy just came out quick.
Alright, just want to knock those shotgun guys out.
Machine gun.
Oh, we had a machine gun too. That's good, so I can just do this. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. You just shot me straight up.
In the back of the head.
Yeah. Where's the machine gun at? I guess not. Nope. I don't like them getting the shotgun. Ouch. These guys don't mess around.
Oh.
Gotta sit there for weeks. Pretty much. These guys are really annoying. She like bugs at you like the Borg. These guys, you can't knock their guns out. You just have to kill them all. And you can't really dodge it, so it makes it a little bit more harder. I have no idea what that's supposed to do.
It's almost like choking a zombie, but I don't really think that works.
Yeah, there's probably some button combo I need to use, but I have no idea. Also, yikes.
And this is where Pat dies.
Yep. He just threw fire at me.
I mean, he is on fire.
What a jerk. He just shot flames at me, though. Oof. Duking this guy. No, well, not that one. He kind of hit me square in the face with that one.
Oh.
Come on, die. Oh, come on! Every time I think these guys are dead.
I mean, that might be the man on fire from Metal Gear Solid 5.
Maybe. Hopefully it won't be as disappointing.
That's true.
Take these B guys. They're like B-Borgs.
Right?
Ooh, Cowboy B-Borg, I like it. Where do I sign up? So this is the last boss I made Cream. No, that's not the last boss. This is the second to last boss, I think. Either way, I die
longer
here.
than I expected. Let the girl coming up on the area. Yeah, look up. Something's coming down.
Nope, it's coming through. He seems like a nice person.
He seems decent. Voldemort.
Yeah, if he just got jacked. Ow. No, not laser eye.
Oh.
Almost there. Die, please.
Doing volcano on you.
Can I tank this? Oh no, I'm dead. Damn, he just slapped me, killed me.
Oh.
He just like right hooked to me and just killed me. All right.
You are down.
All right, guys. Well, that's it for me. Ben's gonna be back in like 5, and we'll play more of Hydro Thunder, more Dreamcast stuff. So stay tuned, guys.
All right, everybody. We're gonna do some Hydro Thunder.
Looking good.
Awesome. I'm gonna go ahead.
Putting my stream to shame.
So we're doing this definitely the original old school way.
How old school are we talking here, though?
That's a good point. 20 years. How about that?
What'd you say?
20 years.
20 years old school. That works.
20 years old school.
Choose your track.
All
Man,
right.
that's crazy that the Famicom to the GameCube era is as long as the Dreamcast to now.
Right.
Choose your boat.
All right, we have 0 watchers so far, but that's okay.
Midway.
All right. Let's see what we can do here.
You're at 5 now.
Yeah, right on. Sounds good. Hey, everybody. Starting out from scratch. My save game is not on the VMU that I had.
3, 2, 1, go, go, go.
All right, doing the jump start go.
Super start.
Yeah, so the super start you do by pulling the left trigger, right trigger, left trigger, then right trigger again, as he's saying 3, 2, 1, go. All right.
So what benefit does that give you in the game?
That gives you just a little bit of a boost. There's another thing you can do, which is if you hold down the brake, which is the left trigger, and then hit the boost, you will jump. And there are some places in this game where you definitely want to jump.
Do you use your boots to get through?
There we go. To get through? Yes, you have to have boost to be able to jump. Go right through this guy. There we go. He was in the way. Alright, grab that. I played this a lot. I have all 3 versions of this game. The PlayStation one, I've got the Dreamcast, and the Nintendo 64 version.
Nerd.
I know, right?
It's a pretty good game on all the people that my coworkers said they played this a lot in college.
Yeah.
It's really fun.
I enjoyed this one. This was... Get him out of the way.
Yeah, I play this a lot in the arcades.
Yeah? Yeah, same here. I think I'm going to be able to
It's a
get
lot of
first
fun.
place on this one. Almost. Alright.
3rd isn't bad.
True. I gotta get first on all 3 of these first courses to get down to the medium courses.
You're the one with the treasure chest or the hairy chest, depending on what your schoolyard taught you.
The hairy chest, right? Okay. Alright, so let's do... Oh, there you go up here.
Don't want to be HBO?
HBW. Me. Okay, there we go.
Is that just your name backwards then?
Alright, almost.
Choose your track.
Oh, no, Ben Wallace. What's the H stand for though?
Harold. Go figure. I'm not old enough to be a Harold though.
Hmm.
Choose your boat.
Is that actually your first name?
That is my first name, yeah.
Damn the
Huh.
torpedoes.
I learn something new about you every day.
Yeah, I know, right? It's funny when I go out to eat. Of course, my cards say Harold B. Wallace on them, and so the servers don't think I go by Harold, so they'll say, "Here you go, Harry." And while that is correct, it's just odd sounding because I never went by it.
Why is that, if you don't mind me asking?
There we go. Ugh,
I guess-
missed that one. Really wanted that red one.
So can you kill racers in this game, or do you have to just keep playing?
Can you kill what?
I can't remember if you can knock racers out of the race or not. It's
Well, you
been a
can't
little
knock
bit of
them
a
out
while.
of the race. You just knock into them and just kind of disrupt them. Alright. There we go. That's a jump. There we are.
Almost there, dude.
Come on. I need some power up or something. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to catch him at this point. Oh, maybe. Come on. Ah!
Almost. Oh
Almost.
no!
So close.
You should have went for the ramp.
Ah, yeah. I should have saved just a little bit more turbo, and I would have been able to hit him.
So, what was your first experience playing a Hydro Thunder?
Oh man, that was the arcade. Definitely loved it in the arcade so much that we're Jays, and yeah, it was so much fun. And then we get the Dreamcast coming out, and that was just epic. So, all right, Arctic Circle.
Yeah, I actually played. I think this is the game I played in the arcade first. It's really fun, especially with the boost lever that they give you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
This was pretty cool. It's a shame they didn't have like any equivalency on the Dreamcast.
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
They just let you hold the button in or something.
Oh, I missed the boost right there. Okay, it's no problem. We'll get this. All right. Okay, so how about that jump? All right, so that's definitely a good shortcut to take. Oh, hit the guy there, and there we go. All right, I'm gonna try this. There we go, got it.
You made sure to hit record, right?
Alright, so I got that. Come on. Oh, missed it. Okay. We're in 7th. I've taken 2 secret passages, turboed, and we're still in 7th position. The game's definitely not forgiving.
How hard did you put these guys? Dang.
It's easy. Alright, there we go.
I hate to see what hard's like.
No kidding. It does get interesting, that's for sure. Oh, I missed that one. That over to the left, it would have been a jump. But it's okay. Got him. Okay. Alright. Oh, man. Ah!
Just almost 4th.
Oh, man, that's crazy.
I changed the game over to Hydro Thunder, so it should be showing in the chat now.
Okay, sounds good.
Or on the menu.
Okay.
J. Jonah Jameson?
Yeah, that would work. We'll do J. Jonah Jameson. Alright.
Choose your track.
Oh, I thought I had... Okay, so... I think I got to do 3rd place or better on each track. And so Arctic Circle, let's see. Definitely got to do that one again. So we'll go for it. I used to be really good at this, like crazy good. And I'd get through all the tracks, bonus tracks, everything. Okay.
Yeah, we slip with age, right?
Oh, ain't that the truth?
Yeah, I'm pretty bad at like a lot of racing games, to be honest with you.
Finish easy in top 3. Yeah, okay, so I was in 4th for that one, so I need to go with one more place.
But lucky for us, we both drive. We have real cars, so
right.
Don't have to worry about it.
All right, super started that one, so we're off to a good start. There we go. All right, off to a good start so far. Like that. We'll go into our secret hole again.
The secret entrance.
There we go.
Man, that must really mess up the paint.
Oh crap! There we go.
I'd hate to be the detail on that boat, Ben.
Oh my goodness! Tell me about it.
That bottom is all scratched up.
Yeah, this is going to need a little bit of a buffing.
Man, I never realized how expensive boat fuel is, though.
Right.
'Cause I remember when I went to I went fishing, and it's like just to fill the tank, it's like $100 or something.
Right.
So I gave him 40, and it felt like a little bit of the tank up. It's like, dang, that's a lot of money.
Right.
Yeah, I've experienced a lot of fuel with the what was it?
How experienced am I
with the manual car.
Oh, with manuals in general?
Well, just the car I have, because it requires the 91 octane in it. So it's very expensive. Oh, so close.
Did you see that? It was first for a split second there.
He was like, nope.
I ran out of boost right at the wrong time.
Yeah, but unfortunately my car uses 91 octane.
Yeah.
It's not required, it's recommended, but I'd rather put that in it.
Right.
So, you know, it's the way it is, I guess. Do you usually put 91 in your...
I actually don't. Like, it really depends, though, because on one of my cars I will, but there we go. On another one, I will not.
Do you put 91 in the Mustang?
I do. 91 the Mustang all the way.
That's good. What's the horsepower on that Mustang anyways?
It's about 450, 500, somewhere around there.
Jeez. Is that modded or is that stock?
Oh, totally modded.
Oh, I was gonna say, geez, that 66 400 horsepower. Dang, did you put a turbo on that or something?
No, it's a stroker engine. It's a 347 stroker engine built off of a 289 engine.
Nice.
So it goes pretty quick.
So did you do that yourself, or did you have somebody else do that?
Absolutely, I am a born and raised mechanic.
Nice. Yeah, that's sort of life goals for me. I'd love to work on my own car.
Right.
But you know, I just don't want to mess it up. Especially with my daily driver, it's my only one.
Right.
So I was actually looking at picking up a SI hatchback.
Yeah.
Like the 2002, 2003 models.
Right.
They look really cool. I like the way the hatchback looks on there.
Right. Yeah, they are a pretty nice style.
Yeah, that one in the actually really fell in love with the coupe Accords.
Right.
Yeah, like I hate the sedan Accords, but the coupe is really good. That looks really good at least. But yeah, we should probably stop talking about the cars on a Dreamcast stream.
Oh no, it's
Unless we're
totally
playing
fine.
Metropolis.
I could talk cars all day.
Yeah, man. I think one of my dream cars I really want to get is the R32 Skyline.
Yeah?
That's one of my dream cars I really want to get. Just because I love the... Okay, I'm going to be honest, it's because of like a lot of Initial D. You ever watch that?
I don't believe I have.
Oh, well, one of the main guys that races Takumi, the main character,
Okay.
actually runs a R32 GTR.
Right.
He lost hardcore to him, though.
Nice.
And the funny thing is, the kid races a Toyota AE Torino.
Yeah.
And that beat the R32 on downhill on a mountain.
Wow.
It's like, yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, I kind of really want to pick up the Tokyo, I think it's like Tokyo Drift or Tokyo Speed
Yeah?
on this one. Because, yeah, because I'm definitely getting into that racing stuff.
Oh, it's great. There's
streetwise.
Tokyo Drift. Let me see. I've got it right here. It's there we go. Extreme Racing 1 and 2. So that's
nice.
It's definitely.
Oh, is it 1 and 2?
Yeah. There's yeah. Like this one is the number 2 version.
There's 2. I think it's 1 and 2.
Oh, got it. No, they're both individual.
I gotcha. I'll have to pick that up. Hopefully it's not too pricey.
No, not too bad. I think it's like $30.
Oh damn, $30. Oh dang, $30. I don't know why I censored myself. Literally, that guy said "damn" like 3 times in the the Sonic Revenge playthrough.
Right. Okay, let's see. Someone bring down. Okay. Let's see what we can do here. Lake Powell.
Lake Powell.
I think I actually want to give a shout out to Sega because they actually tweeted this out.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So definitely big thanks to Sega for doing that.
Absolutely.
We're a little bit of Sega fans, right? A little bit.
You could say that.
Just a tiny bit, you know.
Just a little bit.
Yeah, but no, that was really cool of them. It really comes full circle, I guess.
Right.
Just because like I've been playing Sega games all my life, and it's like, oh hey, get to be acknowledged by Sega. That's pretty awesome.
Oh, definitely. Same here.
It's like, oof.
All right. We got that super.
Speaking of Sega,
yeah. Yes.
Do you think you're gonna make it out to E3 this year?
Or
next year?
Yes, I'm planning on it. I had no plans of going this last year just because Sony was out, and it's kind of a mid-year. It seemed like everybody was waiting for all sorts of other things to be released, but I think this coming year is going to be a good showing.
Yeah, so I think I'm gonna go out as well. So if you wanna plan on that, we can room up or whatever.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah, because I had a really good time when I went with you last time.
Oh, absolutely. That was a blast.
Yeah, and this time I can bring my camera as well. You can bring the mic. We can piece
Right.
together a setup. And actually, maybe we can bring like a boom mic or something. Not a boom mic, this mic.
Right.
In case we can just play like a cast inside the hotel or something.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Or maybe you can bring PT again. We can do that live reaction.
Oh, totally. That would be fun.
Yeah, I don't think I told the story about you bringing PT in the hotel room.
All right.
That was pretty fun.
Go ahead and share it.
Yeah, so it was pretty cool. Ben, of course, wanted me to E3 and 18 when we did the interview with Adam Korlick, Corey Marshall, and Leslie Wilkerson. Did I get their name?
I think that's it. Yep.
Gotcha. And then, I mean, we just did Shiro covering, you know, the events, different things that were going on. So, yeah, and he actually brought us PS4, which actually is PT, and I never played it before. So it was a nice treat, and it was a lot of fun, especially when it scared the hell out of me.
Nice.
Yeah. Did you ever end up playing Beat Saber? I know you wanted to try that out.
Not yet. I have plans to play it, but I just haven't done it yet.
Yeah, I really want to go play Beat Saber.
It looks
but
amazing.
I need to get the VR headset.
I kind of pretend that Beat Saber is the Jedi Trials that they always talk about. And so you've got
Man,
like
that'd be awesome if
Anakin
they
and
did
all
something
them.
like
Yeah, the Anakin in the background is doing the.
It's like, to become a Jedi Master, you must beat Darude Sandstorms on Expert.
Oh my goodness, I know, right? All right, so we're going to do one more track. This will be the next medium track, and after that, we'll switch it over to Gunbird 2.
Good game. Yeah, so if I sound delayed, it's your voice is still coming through on Discord, so it's like one of those like scrambling devices that scramble your voice or
Gotcha.
scramble your thoughts. Because it like comes out the second after I talk.
I know for me, what I ended up doing is I muted the Twitch channel, so that way I was only listening to the Discord.
Oh yeah, that's an issue though, because I have to hear you through the stream, which might be delayed.
Choose your boat.
All right, which boat did we not do? Oh yeah, this one.
Tidal blade.
You doing all the boats?
You're doing all three? Well, 3 for this one, 3 for the first. I'm trying them all out. Trying all 3 tracks for easy and medium, and
Aye, Captain.
Hi.
I like how the delay isn't that really bad on Twitch. It's like maybe 2 seconds, if that.
Right. Oh, exactly.
I kind of really prefer doing this, but I just kind of like how Facebook's a little bit more convenient for our fans, at least.
Exactly, it really is. All right, let's do this. We got to drift. Missed it. Okay.
El Drifto.
All right, El Drifto. All right.
Have you ever drifted in your car before?
I have, actually. I have gone... When you have about 400 some odd horsepower to work with, you can go... And rear-wheel drive. You can go sideways up on ramps. It's a lot of fun.
That's pretty awesome. It's probably scary if you haven't done it before and you're like, where are you going to cream the side of the on-ramp thing.
Oh, absolutely.
So that's pretty neat. I'll have to, if we ever sync up, we'll have to do that. Unfortunately, all the cars I like are forward wheel drive, so
right.
I don't got that drift ability.
Right.
Well, that one and the all-wheel drive for the R32, so it's like, I mean, I could do the old TV tray trick underneath my rear wheels.
Right.
But you know, that sounds a bit dangerous to do.
Right. I like that groan that the police cruiser did.
Ooh. Is that what it's like when you're driving, the police see you like racing down the freeway?
Oh my goodness. No, the one of the fun things is my other car, a 67 Impala with a big block 400, I was tuning the carburetor, and basically when I got on the freeway and hit the gas, I was looking up at the sky and couldn't see the road for a second. It was pretty crazy.
Oh my gosh. It's like the cars. You ever play Cruising USA or Cruising World?
Oh, all the way. Yep, got it on the shelf.
And you floor it, and you're like your car flies up in the air.
Yeah.
With the flames going in the back. It's kind of like that. It was what I imagined.
Right.
Cruising.
Yeah.
Cruising the world. Yeah.
Did you ever finish Cruising World? Did you see what was at the end?
No, but I played mostly in arcades. I actually never owned it physically.
Okay, gotcha.
Is it on the Dreamcast?
No, it is on the Nintendo 64, but I had actually beat it at the arcade. And so what it was Bill Clinton lands in a UFO that's also kind of a hot tub and talking about getting high. So there you go.
Oh, that's wonderful.
That is Cruising World for you. All right, so I'm going to switch over to Gunbird 2. Always like the inside. You can barely see it, but you can see it says Gunbird 2 somewhere in there. Okay.
Oh yeah, no, that's really cool.
All right.
I love the cool features that you can use with that, especially with Resident Evil.
Right.
Well, it shows your health meter.
Oh yeah, that's great. Where it like pulses faster. Yeah.
Yeah, there's actually thought they had something like that in the Resident Evil 2 remake.
Yeah.
But it actually was my controller reflection on off of the TV, which also is actually kind of cool in itself because the the light bar actually glows depending on what your health is.
Mhm.
Oh, excuse me.
Now, for the people listening, if you have ever seen a Sega Saturn 3D controller, take a look at it compared to the Dreamcast controller. The layout is extremely similar. It start fast enough. This is what I get for talking. Come on, there we go.
Talking South of. Oh.
Ugh.
Fun fact, I think that's the same font as in Superman.
Interesting.
64.
Alright, let's see. Oh, we're not doing that. Dude, I'd have to play it sideways. So, we'll go up to...
Rotate your head, audience.
Just completely like this. That might be fun to do, but... Let's see.
Yeah, I'm actually picking up my other monitor from, ironically enough, Mr. Grumpy Monkey. And that's what I'm using for my Tate monitor, so I can play this in Tate mode, which, for you that don't know, is that it's when the screens flip vertically.
Alright, let's see.
It's basically like tipping your monitor over on its side, but you can get the whole width, like, and a lot of arcade games are like that, like Pac-Man, Donkey Kong, I think Raiden, and a few other games, especially the ones that use Tate mode.
Yeah.
And a long ways. Big Doug as well.
So, this guy reminds me of Doki Doki Panic.
I was thinking the same thing. You should play as Morgana. Oh, Morgana's in this game too. She can be selectable as well as a character.
Alright, there we go.
Did you have Morgana unlocked?
Morgana? I don't think I did. But I will check it next time I get over there. Oh.
Yeah, because you can unlock her from Darkstalkers, and you can play her in the shoot 'em up.
Oh,
it's really weird.
That's interesting. Oh. Alright.
So have you played the original Gunbird on the Saturn?
I actually have not. Oh, I can't believe I got it. Okay. It's the one that I'm familiar with is basically this one, and that's it.
There's actually an interesting lore about Gunbird, the original.
Okay.
Did you know that it actually was localized in the West?
Really? Oh, crap.
Yeah, a lot of people don't know this, but it actually was localized, but it was released on the PlayStation as Mobile Light Force. I think I talked about this a little bit on the Shmups cast.
I do remember
but
this,
essentially,
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
So that's the first one. The second one did get localized in the US as just Gunbird 2. But it was done by Capcom specifically.
Right.
So it's just really weird and funny that they're both were released in the United States but under different names.
Right.
And then the craziest thing though is that there's actually a Mobile Light Force 2, and that's actually the first Shikigami no Shiro or Castle Shikigami.
Right.
So yeah, this game has a weird history.
It definitely sounds like it.
But it's also really good.
Right. I love me a good shoot 'em up.
Same here, man. I love shoot 'em ups. I think one of my favorites on this console has to be Ikaruga.
Oh, you like to be tortured.
It's pretty fun. It's hard, but it's a lot of fun.
Right. No, I agree. You have to change the way you're looking at everything constantly with the dark and light modes.
I think the hardest shmup in the Treasure series though I've ever played was Radiant Silvergun.
Yes.
Actually, I could have changed my tune on that where I actually really like it now.
So,
but man,
yeah.
That last boss is so hard.
Oh, Radiant just in general, it takes a lot of practice to be good. Like they give you all the weapons to begin with, and you just have to know how to use them strategically. Yeah,
and that was what my biggest gripe was with that game when it came out, is that they gave you the weapons, but they didn't tell you how to use it.
Right.
It's basically, I thought they gave you too much. They're like 6 weapons. It's like, here you go, buddy, have fun.
Exactly, right.
Oh, whoops. I did not change the name of it back to Gunbird. Sorry about that. Sorry, I have to run the changing of the thing.
Oh, got it. Yeah, help yourself.
Gunbird. So here we go. All right, I changed it over now. Thank you for pointing that out, Kitty. I completely forgot to do that.
There we go.
But yeah, we just played Hydro. Oh, you didn't change your. You forgot to change your background too. I think that's what he might be referencing.
Yeah, I can fix that real quick. One sec. I apologize. Okay. All right.
Yeah, we should do this more on the regular though. Well, I mean, maybe not. I mean, we could do a Dreamcast thing, like maybe like a Dreamcast Sunday or Dreamcast Monday or something.
Right? Like, I'm even thinking kind of like a shoot 'em up Monday, you know, because PlayStation even had a bunch of them too. But the Dreamcast had so much good stuff to go with. The Saturn as well. I mean, it was just a.
We'd have to make it shoot 'em up Sunday or shoot 'em up Saturday.
There we go. We could do that.
Or we can just do shoot 'em up whatever day we want because it's our stream.
Right.
Shoot 'em up Mondays would be kind of fun.
That would be kind of. Oh, crap. I knew I was going to get hit right there. I didn't hit my bomb in time. Oh. There we go.
But yeah, I guess I'll make the announcement. I'm starting back up the any stream Saturday, hopefully.
Oh, that's fantastic. What are we going to be doing, or what are you going to be doing Saturday?
I was thinking of just completing Police Knots with Chaz.
Yeah?
I don't know if he's available yet. I probably should reach out to him, but yeah, I'm going to hopefully finish that up.
Alright.
Hey, I mean, technically we're a Saturn podcast, so... and Saturn streaming, so I guess maybe it kind of makes sense. We just do Dreamcast on the side.
Oh, yeah. Talking about the Shiro logos and all that.
Oh, no, he said I switched from talking DC to Saturn.
Oh, yeah. Oh, man, I just got in a bad spot there. Yeah, we jump around a lot as well, but we're typically Saturn streaming, but with the celebration of the Dreamcast today, we were asked to do some Dreamcast gameplay, and we are Sega fanatics, so we figured this would be a perfect opportunity to do so.
Oh, hey Mike, how's it going? It's Mike from the Junkyard. He posts on a lot of the stuff. I think I just added him as friends on Facebook, so he's a pretty cool guy.
Right. Nice.
But yeah, big Shiro listener, listen to the cast all day at work. Thank you. Keep listening to them every single day of your life. No, I'm just joking. You don't have to listen to them every day of your life, but we appreciate it though.
Oof.
I like the genie person that pops up when you do your bomb.
Oh, I love it. Yeah. Here. It's basically a woman shaking her tits, and everybody just, loses their ability to shoot at me.
That's a good thing. You don't want them shooting at you.
Absolutely. I find it mostly useful when I'm in a barrage of bullets and I just need to be able to get out of them. Oh, crap. That was my fault. Alright. I want to change characters after this run here. I've been Mr. Doki Doki Panic for a while now.
I guess to my knowledge, it's only us and the Titancast that does the Saturn podcast, but to be honest, I think that's probably more than enough.
Oh.
I don't think there needs to be 25 different Saturn podcasts. It'd be kind of like you'd be talking about the same thing eventually,
Oh, yeah.
There's actually another Dreamcast one that popped up too. It's like the Dreamcast Years or something. It's pretty good stuff. I like it a lot.
You're going to choose someone else?
Yeah, there's quite a lot of them. There's in terms of the gaming podcast, there's like Retronauts. There's Dreamcast Junkyard. There's Retro Collect, I think, is another good one. There's a ton. Do you listen to any different ones, Kay? Kay, I keep calling you Kay. Ben.
I do, yes. And I'm trying to remember the exact names of the ones I listen to, but I do have several podcasts that I do listen to. And I just put on autoplay. Let's do it in the background while I'm doing stuff. Especially when I'm programming, doing some work. And it's just great to definitely listen to while I'm doing that.
Yeah.
Right.
Give me a beer pack real quick.
Yep, sounds good. Ooh. I got blended in with the guys running on the ground. Alright, so we're going to run through this area here and come up to this mid-boss. Queen Pirates. Okay. Get a couple of power-ups here. Right. Where are they going to drop them? Rah. I like that this game has difficulty modes to be able to select, and quite a few of them. So if you're having trouble with the game, you can make it a little easier for you to be able to get through it, and then try to play it when on a more difficult setting. Alright, pick up my power up. Alright, I want that. Alright, let's see what we got here. There we go. Done. Let's see. These podcasts are also dope. Legacy Music Hour is an essential. Absolutely. Legacy Music Hour. I'm going to have to check that out. Let's... So, we're on shoot 'em ups right now. So, what are some of the other shoot 'em ups that you guys like? Or even consoles? Like... This one, of course, is Gunbird 2. You have vertical scrollers, horizontal scrollers. Is there a preference that you have one versus the other? Or not really as much? There we go. So you've got things from, say, like Working Designs, when they did their games. You have Ray Crisis, Ray Earth. You've got games on the Sega Saturn, which would be like... I got the name of it lost all the time. Galactic Attack. It's also Ray Crisis, or Ray Crisis 2, and it has one other name, but I can never remember the third name that it... Actually, I can't ever remember Galactic Attack. That's usually the one I keep forgetting. Alright. But I know I'm a big fan. It's all about patterns. It's all... Oh, I thought I slipped through that. Okay. Alright, let's see what we got here. Let's see, we got a hole here, and you're able to kind of maneuver through. It's all about trying to not get yourself stuck in a corner. But I'm one of those power-up whores that basically will go after the power-ups no matter what. Alright. At this point, I'll stare at the bullets to make sure that the bullets aren't getting... that was my own fault. I put myself in a bad position. Okay. Gradius Cotton, Darius Gaiden, Einhander, so many good... Yeah, definitely. All of those are real good ones. I haven't actually played Einhander. I've never been able to get a hold of it at a decent price. But I have a bunch of the other ones for the PlayStation 1. Let's see. candy drop. Go. Oh, there, I got it. Let's see, what other ones, there's... And you fight all sorts of different kind of characters. Like, you got the Parodius games, which are cute-em-ups. You're basically women straddling missiles. You've got... This one's kind of along the lines of a cute-em-up. But then there's some really weird ones that... the backgrounds are just bizarre. What was it called? It was like Normal Park, I think is the name of it. It was a very strange one. Let's see. And then you got other games like... On the Saturn, it is Darius Gaiden, and you're fighting giant robotic fish. There you go.
Gotcha. All right, I'm back. You
Okay,
fighting
fantastic.
the Fishman?
Well, I was talking about the different shoot-em-ups on a bunch of the different consoles. Oh, that got right on me.
Would you say this is one of your favorites for the Dreamcast?
No, I was basically mentioning the different styles. This one, I very much enjoy this one. This one is fun to play. There's very few shoot-em-ups that I actually just don't enjoy. I can say if you're trying to get into them, there's a bunch of different ones you can try out to see if you really like them. One of them would be Tiger Heli for the Nintendo. It's a perfect shoot-em-up to kind of get you into shoot-em-ups without being brutally hard.
So is that a top-down or is that a vertical?
That is a top-down, just like this one. So
gotcha.
it's a vertical shooter. There we go.
They should actually play Rise of the Silver Surfer
Oh my
on
goodness.
the NES first before.
Oh my
See
god.
if they get into it.
Right. Yeah, that I of course had Silver Surfer just because I'm a Marvel fan. But that game is just brutally hard.
How beatable is it?
How what is it?
Were you able to beat it all?
Not me, but I saw a friend of mine beat it.
It must be insane.
Yeah, watching him do it, he basically was... Oh, I missed the bullet. Okay. He basically had to maintain his power-ups through the levels. And if he didn't, it made it so much harder to do. So if you lost him for a... Oh, I couldn't get through that. If you lost him during an earlier stage, then he would just start over and try again because he just... Man, I am having trouble with that one. Okay. Then he would just start over, basically. There we go.
Yeah, because if you don't have the power-ups, you're pretty much done, right?
Exactly. You're just the single shot, and it's hard to do. Oh. You know, like you, I did not want to use the control stick for the clickety-clackety, but I feel like that would be a little easier for this game, come to think of it.
Do you have the Virtual Stick?
Yeah, I do. I got 2 of them for 2-player.
Oh, wow. Did you mod them at all, or is it all stock?
They're all stock, although I really want to put the Sanwa mods on them.
We'll have to hang out sometime and make that like a thing.
That sounds like a plan. There we go.
Because like you need to do a lot of rewiring and a lot of dremeling.
Nine-hander had shifting viewpoints. I did not realize that. I know it's a short game for what it is, but that doesn't mean it's a bad game. Ooh. Ah. Oh, I'm in the stage that I was having trouble with. Okay.
Just turn everything into candy.
Just turn it all into candy. Yeah. Alright, we'll do
You know,
this again.
it makes me wonder why, what's with the obsession with witches? Or like girls on broomsticks and like shoot 'em ups.
Right, right.
Like, I mean, you got Cotton, you got Gunbird.
Yep.
You got Magical Chase. Yes, yeah, and Twinkle Star Sprites.
Yep, there definitely is an obsession for him.
Lots of shoot 'em ups with people on broomsticks.
I think this might be as far as I'll be able to get. Okay. It has been such a long... There we go. Good timing.
You should go pull out the stick and play some of the show it off a little bit.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna try that. I got the stick just sitting over here. I'll pull it out and see what we can do.
Yeah, let's put it on pause and these guys know who's boss.
Alright, let's see what we got. 1 second, guys. Okay, we will... Gotta get in there. Yeah, so... The popular modifications to do to these things is basically a Sonwed modification for an 8-gate or a 4-gate, depending on the way you like to play. This one currently has a 4-gate on it, and so it's really nice to have a Sonwed upgrade on these things.
It's all about the that 4-gate action.
Absolutely.
Oh, that kind of sucks. You have to reset the game though.
Yeah, I was Start button. There we go. Okay. Right. Okay, here we go. Let's be a little different. Right. I've got this thing sitting in my lap, so it's a little interesting. Alright. Oh, I'm gonna have to figure out what the other controls are for the... Okay, let's see what we got. Come on, there we go.
That nice clicky click sound.
Right.
Just what I needed.
I mean, this is like music to my ears.
Yeah, maybe the streamers get tired of it eventually, but I don't.
Right.
Yeah, I actually have that one modded. When I was saying the other one I didn't have modded, I was thinking the Saturn version of that. That one's not modded, but I got the Dreamcast one modded.
Right.
So it's got all all Sanwa parts in it. It's like JoJo themed.
Oh, nice.
Like JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
Yeah, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
I'll have to post a picture of it on chat.
Oh, totally.
Let me see if I can find a picture of it.
Okay, I'm having a much easier time with the stick. Although the buttons are in a weird position on this thing too. It's like I'm using the top left button and then the bottom middle and bottom right buttons. Oh well. Alright. And this will be my last run on this, so not much clickety-click gonna happen for the rest of this. Alright. So I'm really glad you guys are tuning in. I really appreciate it. Thank you again to Sega of America for inviting us to stream Dreamcast for the anniversary. It's a shame the Dreamcast didn't go much further than it did. It was a very quality console. I would say the shortcoming, in my opinion, that it had was no dual analog sticks. If it had dual analog sticks, there's a lot of things that it would have been able to do to compete with Sony at the time. Oh, I tried to do a short attack there, but I didn't have one. And so that's what ended up getting me that. Ah, and then that was just me going after a power-up when I should not have. There we go. All right. So excited for the Bluetooth dual analog for Saturn, seeing how it is with virtual. Yeah, virtual line, definitely. If I remember right, that thing only really came out in the Japan region, at least initially. Yeah. I had to do that, or else I was going to get up, and I got shot anyway.
All right, I'm back. I just posted the stick on Twitter.
Awesome. Okay, I'll love to see that.
So I'll put in the chat. Or yeah, I'll put a link to it at least. Copy, share tweet.
Oh, I just walked right into that.
R.I.P. In peace. Probably me my mic when I started typing. Sorry about that.
This guy looks like a Waluigi almost.
Wow.
Oh! Shifted the wrong direction. I knew which way I wanted to go, but then I'm shifted
So
over.
I put the image of it in the chat if you guys want to check it out. So it's the only issue I have with it is that it has some sun damage on the top and bottom of it. I have no idea what that's from though. So I'll have to probably do a retro braid on it eventually. But I love JoJo.
I was able to get through that first wave, but I wasn't able to get through that second wave. There we go.
They're saying that your video is kind of skipping a bit.
Is it really? Okay.
Yeah. It's just your Dreamcast though, you're fine.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it shouldn't be yours. You have like, what, a 1 gigabit internet speed connection?
I've noticed my face is skipping too on there. It's a little... It's interesting. Might be. Let's see. I'm gonna keep an eye on it for a sec.
Yeah, you're capturing with the Elgato, right?
Yeah, Elgato.
Yeah, sometimes the frame rate and the buffer stuff can give issues. I know Sam ran into the same thing.
I wonder if
oh,
there's
that's
any
the
way
cool
I can
JoJo ad.
increase the buffer. That may be something I could do.
Yeah, that's a really cool JoJo ad. If you guys want to check that out in the chat. I think he found that. I shouldn't make Mike, he should send that to me. No, I'm just joking. You'll have to send that to me. It does look sick, though. I'm a big JoJo fan, so...
Do you have JoJo for the Dreamcast?
I do. That was one of the first games I got when I started collecting again.
Excellent. Alright, I think that's a good spot to call it on this one. And that is Gunbird 2.
Nice. That was a good stream, dude.
Thank you. Yeah, you as well. So,
I
very much enjoyed everybody that joined us for this evening. We had a good time. And we will be doing more streams in the future. So...
yeah, keep an eye out on this Twitch, on our Facebook at the Play Sega Saturn.
Yeah, you can find us.
And at Twitter at Play Sega Saturn as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And then you can look us up on Facebook, Sega Saturn Shiro, which is this logo right here. That's where you can find us at. On Facebook, we even have a website. And yeah, just feel free to join us and join us in the conversation. We have Discord as well, too.
Yeah, so we'll probably open that up eventually. We have some people in there, but maybe we'll open up to the public if demand grows. I mean, and we can open it up, but I think there'll be like 5 people that are joining it, maybe like 3 people.
Right. All right. Well, I say that's a wrap. And good night, everybody. And hope you have a good rest of your week.